Doran 8H1. What if you could lift off from your driveway and be flying within seconds? That's the promise of personal eVTOL aircraft, but most still feel experimental or out of reach. Complex controls, limited practicality, and safety concerns hold them back. So the real question is, can personal flight actually become usable in everyday life? The Doroni H1 is a bold attempt to answer that. It's a two-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft designed to be compact, intuitive, and surprisingly capable. At its center sits a bubble-style cockpit, offering wide, panoramic visibility, more like a helicopter view, but far more enclosed and refined. Look closer, and the engineering becomes clear. Large front and rear wings house multiple ducted rotors, 8 in total, providing vertical lift with stability and redundancy. 2 additional propellers handle forward thrust, allowing the aircraft to transition smoothly from hovering to cruising flight. Colossa Mega Yacht. What if your superyacht didn't just sail the oceans, but launched its own airship for sky tours? Luxury yachts are already extravagant, but they're still limited to the water. So imagine combining ocean cruising with airborne exploration, one platform, 2 completely different experiences. That's exactly what the Colossa Mega Yacht sets out to achieve. At first glance, it's an enormous, high-end vessel capable of reaching speeds of around 22 knots, powered by advanced engines designed for smooth, long-distance cruising. But the real headline feature sits above it, a detachable airship known as the Norge 2.0. This isn't a gimmick. The carbon fiber airship can be deployed for aerial exploration, offering panoramic views far beyond what any deck could provide. It can reach speeds of up to 165 km per hour, carry up to 24 passengers alongside crew, and even house multiple guest cabins, essentially acting as a flying extension of the yacht itself. There's heritage behind it too. The design pays tribute to the historic Norge airship, the first aircraft to cross the Arctic ice cap, blending innovation with aviation history. Hymer Vision Venture. What if your motorhome could take you off-grid, off-road, and still feel like a boutique apartment? That's the challenge with most camper vans. They're either built for comfort or capability, rarely both. Go off-road, and you sacrifice luxury. Stay comfortable, and you're stuck on tarmac. So can one vehicle genuinely do it all? The Hymer Vision Venture is designed to answer that. Built on a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, it combines hybrid all-wheel drive with intelligent engineering, giving it the confidence to handle rough terrain without compromising the living experience inside. And that's where things get interesting. Step in, and it feels calm, warm, and surprisingly spacious. Natural materials dominate the design: wood, soft textures, and clean lines, creating a cozy, almost Scandinavian-style interior. There's a fully equipped kitchen, a proper dining area, a bathroom with a shower, and a sleeping space that feels genuinely comfortable rather than improvised. But it's not just about aesthetics. The Vision Venture integrates smart, sustainable tech throughout. Lightweight construction improves efficiency, while rooftop solar panels generate renewable energy for off-grid living. A heat recovery system further reduces energy waste, making it as thoughtful as it is functional. Every detail is designed to maximize space and minimize environmental impact, without sacrificing comfort or usability. The Hymer Vision Venture isn't just a concept motorhome. It's a vision of how travel could evolve, freer, smarter, and far more self-sufficient. Could you live off-grid in something like this? Let me know in the comments. Flashbot Arm. Imagine a robot that can navigate a hospital or office, pick up items, and even press elevator buttons, all without a human guiding it. Sounds like sci-fi? Meet the Flashbot Arm. This semi-humanoid marvel is designed for precision and autonomy. It's equipped with dual 7-degree of freedom robotic arms and dexterous hands capable of 11 degrees of motion. That means it can grasp delicate objects, deliver items, and perform tasks with an accuracy that rivals human hands. Navigation is handled by advanced VSLAM and laser-based SLAM systems, letting it move confidently through crowded spaces. But the real magic is in its interactive AI. The Flashbot Arm doesn't just follow instructions, it communicates naturally. Voice, gestures, even facial expressions allow it to interact safely and efficiently. Built-in sensors like lidar, RGBD cameras, and pressure-sensitive skin ensure it can adapt to its environment in real time. The result? A service robot that feels less like a machine and more like an intelligent assistant. From healthcare settings delivering medications to offices transporting packages, it's redefining what robots can do in everyday life. While it's a glimpse into the future of robotics, it also raises exciting questions about workplace automation and human-robot collaboration. Deep Flight Super Falcon. What if exploring the ocean felt less like a mission, and more like flying underwater? For most of us, the deep sea is out of reach. Traditional submarines are slow, bulky, and designed for research, not experience. So the idea of gliding freely beneath the surface, with speed and precision, feels almost impossible. That's exactly what the Deep Flight Super Falcon was built to change. Designed by ocean engineer Graham Hawkes, this personal submarine rethinks everything you expect from underwater travel. Instead of drifting slowly, it moves more like an aircraft, agile, responsive, and surprisingly quick. It can reach speeds of around 6 knots, which is significantly faster than most conventional subs, and dive to depths of up to 100 meters. But the real difference is how it feels to pilot. Its advanced design allows tight maneuvers, smooth turns, and a level of control that makes the experience genuinely immersive. Step inside, and it's not what you'd expect either. The cockpit is spacious, with a panoramic canopy that gives you uninterrupted views of the underwater world. It's less like being in a machine, and more like sitting inside a moving observation pod, surrounded by marine life. Of course, this level of innovation and luxury comes at a price, around £1.6 million. But for those who can access it, it's not just transport. Jetson 1. What if your morning commute didn't involve traffic at all, and you simply flew over it? It sounds futuristic, but that's exactly the idea behind the Jetson 1, a personal electric aircraft designed to make flight feel as accessible as possible. Because let's face it, roads are crowded, cities are growing, and getting from A to B isn't getting any easier. So what if the solution isn't on the road, but above it? The Jetson 1 is surprisingly compact, weighing just 90 kilograms. It's built for a single passenger, with an open cockpit that puts you right in the experience, more like a flying go-kart than a traditional aircraft. Power comes from 8 electric motors, each working together to provide stable, controlled flight. This distributed system adds a layer of redundancy too, meaning the aircraft can remain balanced even if one motor fails. Safety is clearly a priority, with a rigid aluminum frame, roll bars, and a 4-point harness keeping the pilot secure. Brooder X-4. Ever dreamt of taking your adventure off the beaten path without sacrificing comfort? The Brooder Express 4 is designed to make that possible. This isn't just another camper trailer. It's a rugged, luxury-ready machine built to tackle the toughest terrain. Its innovative suspension system keeps the ride smooth, even when the ground gets rough, making long overland journeys surprisingly comfortable. Compact yet robust, the Express 4 houses a well-insulated cabin with plenty of storage, so you can pack everything you need for extended trips. Outside, a fully equipped kitchen allows you to cook wherever you stop, while options for solar power and water tanks make it completely self-sufficient, ideal for those remote, off-grid locations where ordinary trailers would struggle. Every detail of the Express 4 is designed to blend durability with refined living. Whether it's reinforced construction for rocky trails or smart interior layouts for a premium camping experience, this trailer doesn't compromise. It's built for explorers who refuse to choose between adventure and comfort. Prices start around $65,000, with custom features adding flexibility for those who want something truly unique. Think of it as a mobile base camp that's ready for anything, from desert tracks to mountain passes. For anyone who loves off-road exploration but values luxury, the Brooder Express 4 is a game-changer. If you're inspired by next-level adventure gear, hit like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments where you'd take your Express 4 first. Earthiling Stealth E40. What if your boat could power itself, silently, endlessly, and almost entirely off the grid? Sounds futuristic, but it's already here. Boating has always come with compromises. Fuel costs, engine noise, and limited range can take the edge off what should be a peaceful escape. That's exactly the problem the Earthling Stealth E40 sets out to solve, and it does so in a rather clever way. At its core, the E40 is a power catamaran built around complete energy independence. It combines electric propulsion with an intelligent energy system that constantly gathers and manages power. Solar panels do the heavy lifting, wind energy adds support, and the system even provides onboard hot water, all while maximizing efficiency behind the scenes. The result? A vessel that dramatically reduces reliance on traditional fuel without sacrificing performance. Built using proven, mass-produced components, it's not just a concept, it's a real, production-ready boat. Cree MC-15. What if the world's smallest twin-engine aircraft could fit in your garage and still hit over 200 kilometers per hour? Most people think of aircraft as complex, expensive, and completely out of reach. Large hangars, specialist training, and serious costs. But what if aviation could be stripped back to something far simpler, without losing performance? That's exactly what the Cree MC-15 sets out to prove. Designed by French engineer Michel Colombon, it's officially the smallest twin-engine aircraft ever built, and easily one of the most unique. At first glance, it looks almost minimal. A compact, single-seat cockpit. A clean, low-wing design. But the clever engineering is what makes it stand out. The structure uses lightweight aluminium bonded to foam, keeping weight incredibly low while maintaining strength. Then there's the engine setup. Two small engines sit close to the centerline, which means it can be flown by pilots qualified for single-engine aircraft, a rare and practical advantage. It's simple, efficient, and surprisingly accessible. Despite its size, performance is impressive. It can reach speeds of around 220 kilometers per hour, with a range of roughly 460 kilometers. And yes, it's capable of aerobatics, adding a serious dose of excitement for experienced pilots. Ford Greyhawk XL. What if your next road trip felt less like traveling, and more like bringing your entire home with you? Long journeys often mean compromise. Cramped seating, limited storage, and the constant trade-off between comfort and mobility. Whether it's a solo escape or a family holiday, most motorhomes never quite feel like home. So, can one actually deliver both space and practicality without cutting corners? The Ford Greyhawk XL gets surprisingly close. Built on a robust Ford F5504 4x4 chassis with a turbo diesel engine, it's designed to handle long distances with confidence. But the real story begins once you step inside. You're greeted by a spacious living area with panoramic windows that flood the space with natural light. It feels open, airy, and far from the typical motorhome layout. Move further in, and there's a separate rear bedroom featuring a king-size bed, proper comfort after a long day on the road. The kitchen is fully equipped with modern stainless steel appliances, making it genuinely usable rather than just functional. There's also a practical bathroom with a proper shower, so you're not relying on campsite facilities. Tech plays its part too. The J-Ride Plus handling system improves stability on the move, while features like an exterior LED HD smart TV and a central control system bring a modern, connected feel. GoBoat 2.0. What if you could launch your own boat, from literally anywhere? Most people think getting out on the water is a hassle. Trailers, storage, marina fees. It quickly turns a relaxing day into a logistical headache. And that's exactly where things start to change. The GoBoat 2.0 Stealth flips the idea of boating on its head. It's compact, portable, and surprisingly capable. We're talking about a lightweight, circular boat that you can assemble in minutes and carry to almost any shoreline. No fuss, no complicated setup. Despite its size, it's built for real-world use. Electric propulsion keeps things quiet and smooth, ideal for fishing trips or a peaceful cruise. It tops out at around 5 miles per hour, so it's not about speed, it's about experience. Slowing things down, enjoying the moment. And here's the clever bit. It's designed for both solo users and small groups, making it just as suitable for a quiet escape as it is for a casual day out with mates or family. Durable materials mean it can handle regular use, while the compact design makes storage genuinely easy, no garage takeover required. So what's the takeaway? You don't need a massive budget or complicated kit to enjoy time on the water anymore. Honda CM450. What if your motorbike wasn't just bought, but built entirely around you? Not off the shelf, but one of a kind. For many riders, standard bikes can feel a bit predictable. Same designs, same specs, same look at every traffic light. That's where custom builds step in, and the Honda Bobber Bar Hopper is a perfect example of how far that idea can go. Starting with a classic 1983 Honda CM450, specialists completely transform the machine into something truly personal. We're talking stretched proportions, measuring roughly 2.4 meters in length, paired with striking 23-inch wheels featuring 60 spokes each. It's not just about looks either. Upgraded braking systems and carefully tuned components ensure it rides as well as it turns heads. Performance remains solid too, with top speeds reaching around 129 kilometers per hour. But let's be honest, this isn't about outright speed. It's about presence, the kind of bike that makes people stop, look twice, and ask questions. What really sets this apart is the level of customization. Galaxy of happiness. What if a superyacht could deliver extreme luxury, while using significantly less energy than traditional designs? That's exactly the promise behind the Galaxy of happiness. Most luxury yachts focus on size, speed, and opulence, but efficiency is often overlooked. High fuel consumption, heavy hulls, and environmental impact are part of the package. So the question is, can you have high performance and sustainability on the open water? Built by Latitude Yachts, the Galaxy of Happiness takes a different approach. It's a 53-meter trimaran, meaning 3 hulls instead of 1. That design isn't just for looks. It dramatically improves stability, reduces drag, and cuts energy consumption by up to 40% compared to traditional monohull yachts. Power comes from twin MTU diesel engines, each producing 2,600 horsepower. The result? A top speed of 30 knots and a cruising speed of around 24 knots, with an impressive range of 2,300 nautical miles. Fast, capable, and surprisingly efficient for its class. Inside, the focus shifts to comfort and refinement. Lilium Jet. What if your daily commute skipped traffic entirely, and took off vertically from the city center? Urban travel is broken, congestion is rising, journeys are unpredictable, and traditional aviation simply isn't designed for short city hops. That's exactly the problem the Lilium Jet aims to solve, and it could completely reshape how we move between cities. Developed by German aerospace company Lilium, the Lilium Jet is an all-electric eVTOL aircraft, meaning it can take off and land vertically like a helicopter but fly efficiently like a jet. Its sleek, fixed-wing design uses multiple electric ducted fans integrated into the wings, reducing noise while improving energy efficiency, a crucial step towards cleaner aviation. Unlike traditional aircraft, it doesn't require massive airports. The jet is designed to operate from compact vertiports or even adapted heliports, making it far easier to integrate into existing infrastructure across major cities. That opens the door to regional air mobility. Think London to Manchester in a fraction of the time, without the emissions of conventional flights. Behind the scenes, significant investment is pushing development forward, including a recent £90 million-plus funding round, highlighting serious confidence in electric aviation. While pricing hasn't been revealed, the ambition is clear: faster travel, lower emissions, and a smarter way to connect urban regions. Gordon GL1800. Ever imagined a motorcycle so refined it almost feels like a supercar on 3 wheels? Meet the Gordon GL1800 Side Trike, a machine that completely redefines what a trike can be. Riding a conventional motorcycle is thrilling, but it has limits: stability in corners, carrying passengers or luggage, and that sense of safety on longer trips. The Gordon GL1800 Side Trike addresses all of that while transforming the classic Honda Goldwing GL1800 into something truly extraordinary. This isn't just a conversion, it's a full engineering masterpiece. The body is crafted from lightweight carbon fiber, while the substructure upgrades steel to aluminium for strength without the bulk. The rear suspension is fully adjustable and multi-link, designed specifically to handle the unique dynamics of a 3-wheel layout. Every curve, every joint, has been refined for both performance and elegance. Underneath the beauty lies pure functionality. The trike preserves the Goldwing's legendary handling and comfort, but now with added stability and passenger capacity, making long-distance rides safer and far more enjoyable. Nissus Gyroplane. What if you could take to the skies without needing a full runway, or years of complex training? For many, flying feels out of reach. Aircraft are expensive, require long runways, and demand serious expertise. But what if there was a simpler, more accessible way to experience flight, something compact, agile, and genuinely practical? That's where the Nissus gyroplane comes in. It's a lightweight, versatile aircraft designed to make personal aviation far more approachable. Unlike traditional planes, it uses a rotor system that provides natural stability, making it easier to handle, especially for newer pilots. Its compact size, just under 4.8 meters long and 1.9 meters wide, means it's easier to store and transport than you might expect. You're not tied to large airfields either. With a takeoff distance of around 200 meters and a landing distance of just 150 meters, it opens up far more flexible flying options. Performance is equally impressive. Powered by a Rotax 915S turbo engine delivering 141 horsepower, it cruises comfortably between 130 and 160 km per hour, with a top speed close to 195 km per hour. Quiggle folding bike. Ever struggled with a bike on a crowded train or squeezed one into a tiny flat? What if your bicycle could fold smaller than your carry-on luggage? City commuting sounds simple in theory. In reality, it's stairs, packed platforms, limited storage, and unpredictable journeys. Traditional bikes are brilliant to ride but awkward to carry. Even most folding bikes still feel bulky once you're off the road. That's where the Quiggle folding bike takes a completely different approach. Engineered in Germany, the Quiggle is designed around one core idea: extreme portability without sacrificing everyday usability. When folded, it shrinks to an astonishingly compact 55 by 40 by 25 centimeters, small enough to fit into spaces where most bikes simply can't go. Think under a desk, beside a cafe chair, or neatly stored in a hallway cupboard. Despite its tiny footprint, it remains impressively practical. Weighing between 9 and 10 kilograms, it's light enough to carry upstairs yet sturdy enough for daily commuting. Navier N30. What if your boat didn't just glide through water, but actually flew above it? That's the promise behind Navier's electric flying boat, the N30. Because let's be honest, traditional boats come with trade-offs. They're noisy, fuel-hungry, and often struggle with choppy water. So what if marine travel could feel smoother, quieter, and far more efficient? The N30 tackles this with hydrofoil technology. As it gains speed, underwater wings lift the hull above the surface, reducing drag and slicing cleanly over waves. The result? A ride that feels almost effortless, smoother, faster, and far more refined than conventional boats. It's fully electric too, offering a range of around 75 nautical miles. At a cruising speed of roughly 16 knots, it balances performance with efficiency, making it ideal for coastal journeys or relaxed exploration. But the real innovation lies in its intelligence. An advanced assistive autopilot system helps manage navigation, stability, and efficiency in real time. And with future software updates expected to introduce fully autonomous capabilities, this isn't just a boat, it's a platform for next-generation marine travel. Inside, the focus is on comfort and modern design, creating a premium experience whether you're commuting along the coast or heading out for leisure. It's quiet, clean, and unmistakably futuristic. Rid-roid Kanguro. What if your daily commute was faster, cleaner, and actually enjoyable? City travel can be frustrating. Traffic builds up, public transport gets crowded, and most alternatives either lack range or real practicality. So where's the balance? Enter the Rid-roid Kanguro, a compact electric scooter designed with real urban life in mind. It's not just about getting from A to B, it's about doing it efficiently, comfortably, and with a bit of style. Right away, it stands out. This isn't a flimsy e-scooter. It's built to carry 2 people, with a solid load capacity that makes it genuinely usable for everyday journeys. Whether it's a quick trip across town or a longer commute, it holds its own. Performance-wise, it's surprisingly capable. You're looking at a top speed of around 28 miles per hour, which puts it firmly in the quick enough category for city roads. But the real highlight is the range, up to 60 miles on a single charge. That's the kind of distance that removes range anxiety completely for most urban users. Safety hasn't been overlooked either. An advanced braking system ensures controlled, confident stopping, even in busy environments. Tracker 800SX. What if one machine could handle farm work, off-road adventures, and heavy lifting, without costing a fortune? That's the challenge with most utility ATVs. You either get power or practicality. Rarely both. And when you do, the price quickly climbs. So the real question is, can a side-by-side deliver serious capability and proper value? Enter the Tracker 800SX. On paper, it ticks all the right boxes. But it's the details that make it stand out. Under the hood, you've got an 812cc 3-cylinder engine pushing around 50 horsepower in solid torque. Enough for hauling, towing, or tackling rough terrain without hesitation. Speaking of work, the 1,000 pounds tilting cargo bed, complete with lift assist, makes loading and unloading far easier than you'd expect at this level. Add a towing capacity of up to 1 ton, and suddenly this isn't just a recreational vehicle, it's a serious workhorse. Pivotal Blackfly. Imagine flying solo over the city without a pilot's license, and landing safely if anything goes wrong. The Pivotal Blackfly V3 makes that a reality, pushing personal eVTOLs into a new era of urban air mobility. Most small aircraft require training, licenses, and a runway. The Blackfly V3 is different. Designed for a single pilot up to 6'6", it's compact, nimble, and fully electric. 8 propellers deliver smooth, stable flight, allowing a cruise speed of 62 miles per hour and a range of up to 20 miles. Perfect for short urban hops or scenic trips above the skyline. Payload capacity has improved too, now carrying up to 250 pounds of cargo, 25% more than the previous model, without compromising performance. Safety is at the forefront. Redundant systems handle failures, while an emergency ballistic parachute ensures you can descend safely if something goes wrong. A lightweight carbon fiber fuselage with fixed landing struts balances durability with efficiency, keeping the craft both resilient and agile. What sets the Blackfly V3 apart is accessibility. Pivotal has designed it for non-pilots, with intuitive controls and stable flight dynamics that make urban air travel feasible for enthusiasts without extensive training. Romoto. What if your caravan could transform itself at the press of a button, instantly giving you 70% more living space? Traditional caravans are brilliant for travel, but let's be honest, space is always the compromise. You pack carefully, shuffle around furniture, and after a few days, it starts to feel cramped. So what if clever engineering could completely rethink how a mobile home works? Meet the Romoto, a caravan designed not just for movement but for transformation. With a single button press, the central cabin smoothly rotates outwards from its outer shell. The result? A cleverly expanded living area that feels more like a modern studio flat than a touring caravan. This isn't just a gimmick. The rotating mechanism is engineered for stability and ease, turning unused structural space into a functional outdoor deck and open-plan interior. Suddenly, you've got room to cook, relax, and entertain without stepping over luggage. Inside, the design leans towards contemporary luxury. A fully equipped kitchen rivals what you'd expect in a compact city apartment, while large windows flood the dining space with natural light and panoramic views. The sleeping quarters are thoughtfully designed too, calm, comfortable, and ideal after a long day exploring. Shane car. What if your car didn't need a steering wheel, or even pedals? Sounds impossible, but this concept is rethinking everything we know about driving. Modern cars haven't changed as much as you'd think. 4 wheels, a steering wheel, pedals. It's a formula that's lasted for decades. But the car Shane challenges that entirely, introducing a self-balancing vehicle that feels closer to a giant hoverboard than a traditional car. Created by inventor Shane Chen, the mind behind the original hoverboard, this concept uses 2-wheel differential control to handle both steering and acceleration. In simple terms, it adjusts the speed of each wheel independently, allowing the vehicle to move and turn without any physical steering input. No wheel, no pedals, just intuitive motion. Step inside, and it's surprisingly practical. The spacious cabin can carry up to 5 passengers, with access from both the front and rear. The design is sleek and aerodynamic, giving it an almost floating presence on the road, like a hovercraft adapted for everyday use. Ripsaw EV2. What if you could drive a tank, on roads, trails, and every surface in between, without giving up luxury? The Ripsaw EV2 makes that dream a reality. Traditional off-road vehicles often force a compromise: rugged performance or comfort. The Ripsaw EV2 shatters that barrier. Originally built for military use, this dual-track beast now welcomes civilians, offering extreme off-road capability with a diesel engine pushing over 600 horsepower. Mud, rocks, sand, nothing slows it down. But don't mistake it for a bare-bones machine. Step inside, and you're greeted with premium leather seating, climate control, and a modern touchscreen entertainment system. Even in the harshest environments, it delivers comfort alongside brute strength, making every journey as thrilling as it is refined. Its blacked-out, aggressive exterior hints at its military heritage, while clever engineering ensures stability, traction, and responsiveness across any terrain. Uber Air. What if your daily commute skipped traffic completely and took to the skies instead? It sounds ambitious, but it's closer than you think. City travel, especially during peak hours, can feel like a constant battle. Congestion, delays, and rising travel times are becoming the norm. That's exactly the problem Uber is aiming to solve with its bold vision: Uber Air. At its core, Uber Air is an aerial ride-sharing service built around electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, often called eVTOLs. These compact, all-electric flying vehicles are designed to lift off like a helicopter but travel more efficiently, with far less noise and zero direct emissions. The idea is simple but powerful. Instead of sitting in traffic, you'd book a shared flight, much like a standard Uber, with up to 4 passengers and a pilot. You'd depart from specially designed skyports, located across major city hubs, dramatically cutting journey times that would otherwise take hours on the road. Stabix 240FT. Imagine a boat that drives straight onto the beach, then powers smoothly into open water. No ramps, no trailers, no compromise. The Stabix 240FT Amphibious makes that vision a reality, redefining what a versatile watercraft can do. Traditional boats are limited. You're confined to docks, ramps, and calm waters. The Stabix shatters those limits with its amphibious design. A 40-horsepower Briggs & Stratton FE engine powers a 3-wheel drive system, thermoplastic hydraulic hoses, and a diff lock mechanism, allowing seamless transitions from land to water in seconds. Whether you're cruising a riverbank or hitting the open sea, the ride is effortless. Control and comfort are second to none. The 1100mm double-helm center console with a 300mm display keeps navigation intuitive, while a soft-touch steering wheel, UCK flooring, and a Fusion Raw 210 head unit with 4 speakers elevate the onboard experience. Tesla Visual Dynamics. What if your motorhome could drive itself while you make a cup of tea? It sounds like science fiction, but it's closer than you think. Traditional motorhomes are brilliant for freedom, but let's be honest, they're not exactly effortless. Long drives, fuel costs, constant planning. It can take the joy out of the journey. Now imagine flipping that entirely. A concept from Tesla Visual Dynamics rethinks the motorhome from the ground up, using the Tesla Semi as its foundation. The idea? A fully electric, potentially autonomous RV that doesn't just transport you, it works with you. While the vehicle handles the driving, you're free to relax, cook, or even work on the move. Here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about convenience, it's about energy independence. The same battery powering the vehicle could run your entire living space. Pair that with solar panels, and you've got a genuinely off-grid lifestyle. Travel by day, recharge by night, and repeat, without burning a drop of fuel. Tabert Cellini 750 HTD. What if your caravan could expand at the touch of a button, instantly giving you more space to actually live in? That's the challenge with most touring caravans. They're brilliant for travel, but once you're parked up, space quickly becomes the limiting factor. Comfort, storage, and layout all feel restricted. So what if a caravan could adapt around you instead? The Tabert Cellini 750 HTD 2.5 slide-out does exactly that. With a single press, sections of the caravan extend outward, increasing the living space by up to 50%. It's not just clever, it completely changes how you experience life on the road. Step inside, and it feels more like a modern apartment than a caravan. There's a cozy bedroom featuring a queen-sized bed and generous storage, designed for longer stays without compromise. The lounge area is spacious and inviting, complete with leather seating and a large television, perfect for relaxing after a day exploring. The kitchen is equally impressive. Fully equipped with high-quality appliances, it's built for proper cooking, not just quick meals. Van Rom Chat. What if getting around town wasn't just easier, but something you could share with the people you care about? For many, mobility becomes a challenge over time. Walking long distances isn't always practical, and traditional bikes don't cater for passengers comfortably. That's where the Van Rom Chat steps in. A modern electric rickshaw designed to bring people together, not leave anyone behind. At first glance, it looks simple, but there's clever engineering underneath. The rider pedals at the back, while one or two passengers sit comfortably at the front, enjoying the journey rather than worrying about balance or effort. It's ideal for taking elderly parents out for fresh air, or giving children a fun, safe ride to the park. The experience is smooth and quiet, thanks to its electric pedal assist system. With 8 gears and a range of up to 64 kilometers, it handles everyday journeys with ease, whether you're navigating local streets or heading out for a longer ride. It's built with practicality in mind too. The frame supports up to 120 kilograms for the rider and 200 kilograms for passengers, making it robust enough for regular use without compromising comfort. Of course, this level of convenience comes at a price, around £7,500. But for many, it's not just transport. It's freedom, independence, and shared experiences rolled into one. Traxxas Disruptor RC. Imagine piloting a boat that hits over 40 miles per hour, flips, and keeps going, all from the palm of your hand. For anyone who loves speed on the water, the Traxxas Disruptor RC boat is engineered to thrill. Traditional RC boats can be frustrating. They stall, flip over, or suffer water damage. Traxxas solved these issues with a design that's both tough and fast. The Disruptor features a 26-inch reinforced deep V hull made from lightweight ABS, giving it durability and stability while cutting through wakes effortlessly. Under the hood, a VXL4S marine speed control and brushless outrunner motor power the boat, reaching speeds above 40 miles per hour using a 4S LiPo battery. Even if it flips, the rapid self-righting system gets it back upright in seconds, keeping the action going. A waterproof receiver box, modular electronics tray, and foam seals ensure water stays out, making it reliable for hours of high-speed fun. UDX Airwolf. Imagine soaring above the city in a craft that feels more like a high-performance motorcycle than a traditional aircraft. The UDX Airwolf is a 2-passenger eVTOL hover bike that's redefining urban flight. Most personal aircraft today are bulky, slow, or complex to operate. The Airwolf changes all that with a lightweight, carbon fiber composite frame and an open cockpit that puts the thrill front and center. Tandem wings, inspired by motorcycle dynamics, allow it to handle with precision, while 4 tilting electric ducted fans, powered by Tesla-grade batteries, propel it from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds. Its top cruise speed hits 143 miles per hour, making city hopping or quick intercity flights a genuinely exhilarating experience. Safety hasn't been compromised for speed. Distributed electric propulsion provides redundancy in case of motor failure, while the robust carbon fiber structure balances strength with minimal weight. Flight time is around 25 minutes, giving an estimated range of 41 miles, enough for short urban journeys or scenic rides above the skyline. The Airwolf isn't just a concept, it's a glimpse into the future of urban air mobility. Vario Signature 1200. What if your motorhome wasn't just comfortable, but closer to a 5-star apartment on wheels? Most motorhomes promise freedom, but once you're on the road for more than a few days, reality kicks in. Limited space, compromised comfort, and luxury usually means making trade-offs somewhere. So the real question is, can a motorhome genuinely replace high-end living while traveling across Europe? Enter the Vario Signature 1200, a luxury motorhome built for travelers who refuse to downgrade their lifestyle simply because they're mobile. Sitting on a powerful Mercedes-Benz Actros chassis, this isn't your typical camper. It's engineered more like a premium residence disguised as a vehicle. Step inside and the difference is immediate. The interior is fully bespoke, designed around the owner's preferences rather than a standard layout. You'll find premium furnishings, a proper kitchen equipped for real cooking, a modern bathroom, and a sleeping space that feels calm, private, and genuinely homely. Technology plays a huge role too. Integrated smart home controls manage lighting, temperature, and onboard systems effortlessly, while advanced climate control keeps conditions comfortable whether you're parked in Scotland or the south of France. Cybertruck's Profi Pro Max. Ever wondered what happens when brute strength meets smart engineering? The Cybertruck's Profi Pro Max isn't just a truck. It's a full-on mobile fortress built to dominate any terrain. Most vehicles struggle once the road gets rough, but the Profi thrives where others falter. With 3 axles and full all-wheel drive, it powers through mud, gravel, and steep inclines with ease. Under the bonnet sits a robust diesel engine generating 152 horsepower, capable of hauling 2 tons of cargo while carrying up to 14 passengers comfortably. Inside, the Pro Max doesn't compromise on comfort. 6 sleeping bunks and a liquid heater transform this rugged machine into a mobile home, perfect for long-distance work trips or off-grid adventures. Every element is built to endure harsh conditions without losing reliability or efficiency. Though it consumes around 30 liters per 100 kilometers, the trade-off is sheer capability. What really sets it apart is its versatility. This isn't just a truck, it's a tool, a transport hub, and a haven all in one. Whether it's crossing challenging landscapes or serving as a fully functional mobile base, the Profi proves that practicality and power can coexist seamlessly. JYROBALL. What if your commute didn't involve a bike, a scooter, or even wheels, but a ball you could ride? It sounds absurd at first. And honestly, that's exactly why it's so interesting. Urban mobility is evolving fast, yet most solutions still follow the same formula. 2 wheels, maybe 1. But what if you completely rethink the shape of transport? Enter the Gyroball, a self-balancing, spherical electric vehicle that looks more like a giant football than a mode of transport.